Lovett Football is brought to you by the Lovett Linebackers, Roots Chris Steakhouse, the steak dinner done right, Center State Bank, bank smart, bank local, Melwood Springs Natural Spring Water, Atlantic Grill, your neighborhood grill, Play It Again Sports Buckhead, your neighborhood sporting goods store, Concord Pharmacy, when you have your health, you have everything. The Metro Atlanta YMCA, here for Atlanta, here for good. And by ESC Networks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mighty Raider Marching Band with the national anthem. Please hold your position as the color guard exits the field.
It's game 9 of the 2019 regular season for the Lovett Lions, and we didn't want to interrupt the mighty Redan Raiders marching band, a band that has played at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, the Tournament of Roses Championship, and in fact, they've played at Band Day on the Plains at Auburn University too. This is Richard Jarakitis, joined by my good friend Ward Jones as we watch some lovely Canadian geese flying over from west to east. Ward, what time did you leave today? I left my office at 5 and got here at 6:50.
5:30, and about maybe a little after you. Yeah. It's always an adventure.
It is.
Just say it like that.
West to east, there's nothing like it in the Metroplex, if we call it that. Decatur, Marietta, Lawrenceville, Riverdale, whatever. But big game for the Lions tonight because we need to keep our region record moving towards only having one loss so that we can hopefully host on November 15th in the first round of the playoffs. We're looking to get a little bit more stuff set up. We've got a small crowd right now turning out because it looks across the field. I feel like I'm at a Northside Youth Organization game on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, no doubt it'll be a late arriving crowd here for both the Lions and the home opponent tonight here over in DeKalb County at this wonderful old historical stadium and just a when they switch to turf over here is one of the nicer fields that we'll see in the state of Georgia. Just a beautiful setting here as we look east, and just a perfect setting as it's cooled down substantially up here in the booth, and we've got we need a little higher wall behind us.
The breeze comes over.
Doesn't go right down our necks, but we're not complaining.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Ward, I told the police officer when we were coming in to Cobb County, I said, the first game I can remember seeing here was the North-South Georgia High School All-Star game in July of 1980. You know who played in that game?
Knox Culpepper?
Nope. Guy from Johnson County, Wrightsville, Georgia.
Wayne Johnson?
Nope. Wrightsville, Georgia. Come on, Ward. Think. He was the second best running back in SEC history.
Yeah, that would be the great Herschel Walker.
Indeed.
Yes.
And
you don't need to say Wrightsville and anyone else in the same sentence. I was kidding, of course.
You know who else is from Wrightsville?
There's probably quite a few historical figures, but probably none more so than Herschel. Maybe. I don't know.
Think about who has been the long-standing, promoter of Georgia athletics after Dan McGill.
Sideline reporter?
Nah, not really. Just sort of. He's always been associated with Georgia athletics after Dan McGill's time.
Well, go ahead and tell
Athens.
us. I mean, I'm going to be stupid for not knowing.
Think about it. He
does the pregame show.
Does the pregame show.
Stories. God, can't think of it.
It's not Hondo Williamson.
It's not Neil Hondo. It's not Eric Zier.
Think older. Think even older.
He's got that legendary voice.
Lauren, what do you got?
Yeah.
Lauren Smith.
Send it down
Lauren
to
Smith was from Wrightsville, Georgia.
Only you would know that.
Yeah, it's sad.
Well, as we're getting ready for Friday Night Football here, captains are out. Center of the field for the coin toss. Redan captains tonight. Looks like their senior quarterback, Roderick Jones. Joining alongside of him is running back Antoine Marin. I actually checked that. Not sure if that's him. Looks like number 4. Well, looks like we're having roster issues already.
Doggone it.
We'll hopefully correct that sooner rather than later.
Well, we know we've got Vateris Thaxton and Tarana Taylor as captains for the Redan Raiders.
And then for the Lions, of course, it's going to be senior quarterback Blaine McAllister and senior captain, season captain Luke Wall. And joining him will be, looks like that might be Mike Valls and Tebow Brooks. Let's get the signal here. Looks like Redan will win the toss and elect to defer. And we're about ready for Friday Night Football. A little earlier start, about 15 minutes earlier than we're used to seeing. Check that one of Lovett's captains was Bear Daniel. Correction on that. Nonetheless, the Lions will go on offense to start. A chilly night, a little bit of wind from up here. Field doesn't look to be too much affected by it. The flag over there by the Lions cheerleaders banner there as the Lions are about to break free. The flag is still on the field, so perfect playing conditions here.
So good time to give us
we'll
our
get
starting
lineups as the Lions will start out with the ball. We'll start out on defense, though, for starting lineups. Defensive backs on one side will be number 6, junior Andrew Pinkston. On the other side will be junior Colin Goldberg. Our safety tonight is senior Aiden Camillo. Linebackers for tonight on the inside is a fantastic Stevie Bracey, a sophomore. Next to him on one side will be senior Mike Balls. On the other side will be senior Cole Pizowitz. On the outside will be freshman Anderson Beaver on one side, and a captain tonight, senior Bear Daniel. Defensive line up front as Wells Camersham will anchor the nose. He's been playing fantastic. Luke Wall, who's been a season-long captain and a stud, will be on the other side. And Opposite him will be senior Carter McIntosh. And on offense tonight for the Lions in the backfield, Mike Vols will be a fullback. Behind him will be the senior Henry Berry, coming off one of his best games, and Blaine McAllister all year long, our senior captain at quarterback. Offensive line on one side on the left, it will be sophomore Will Stimmel. Next to him will be senior Carl Borowers. At center tonight for the Lions will be junior Grant Turner. Next to him will be senior Tebow Brooks and Luke Wall. And then we've got Colin Goldberg as a receiver, and Logan Givens and Charlie Hoke. Logan Givens has been playing really well. He's had a great set of specialists tonight. It'll be Aiden Camillo punting. Stevie Bracer is the long snapper. Henry Beery will be place kicking. Charlie Caldwell will be the short snapper, and John Russ will be the holder. We're about ready for Friday Night Football. You can hear that loudspeaker in the background. This atmosphere is definitely high school football at its finest. And Richard, you were telling me before, and this Redan football team is not maybe what we're accustomed to. They're a strong opponent tonight.
They've stumbled several times this season within the region, but they've also beaten some clubs very handily. So Jackson will kick it off for the Raiders, and the Lions have Beery and Goldberg deep, standing right around their 16 or 17-yard line. Jackson will approach it, and game 9 is not underway. Here's a whistle. They wanted to start, I guess, the play clock over again. Do they not have a? Yeah, they do have a restart. Hallelujah. So Jackson, with his orange kicking shoes, will kick it off, and he's going to approach it slowly and hit a little onside kick that the Lions will cover up right around the 38-yard line. Looks as if it was Alan Pope who covered it.
Yeah, that was dangerous, maybe a little more than we were expecting, but the result is a coverage there and good field position for the Lions that start out on offense. We'll start out at 38-yard line, our own 38. This offensive line for the Lions past 3 or 4 weeks has been outstanding. Hopefully we'll see more of that as they've dominated the line of scrimmage.
So we'll go with the empty backfield essentially. 3 receivers to the right from McAllister, kind of a 5-man front, and they'll send all 5, and he's going to miss Beery, trying to catch him on something of a little bit of a flat pass on this near sideline.
Yeah, Beery wide open there. We've seen Blaine be a little maybe intense, a little too excited to start games, so therefore some of his throws are just a little off to start. But usually in no time he corrects that, but missed target there. It would have been definitely a first down, if not more.
I have no idea how 24 seconds have gone off the clock in one play. I set for the Lions, 1 receiver left, 2 receivers right. And McAllister goes under center. He'll toss sweep it to Beery. He gets a block, gets another block. Outstanding block downfield by Givens.
Flag, late hit. Boy, they got worried me because Beery got almost over into that bench. Might get a replay on that, but that was definitely Beery went out of bounds on his own there, and that defensive backer safety over there just well out of bounds hit Beery, and so a good,
Ollie McDaniel.
wonderful run there. And yeah, Richard, that late hit will give us 15 more.
So that should mark it down to the 27 or 26. We'll call it the 27, and the Lions are in business. So it's a little bit of an odd kickoff tonight at 7:15. We're not going to complain, though, because might get us home 15 minutes early. So shotgun set, 3 receivers left, 1 receiver this near side is Goldberg. Mike Vols is your single setback as we go shotgun. Long count. McAllister looks, has time, looks over the middle, And boy, he could have just lofted that to Charlie Hoke, because Hoke broke wide open.
Yeah, Hoke, a little long developing route there, but good protection up front, gave Blaine all the time he needed. Yeah, and he could have floated that just a little more loft on it. He tried to throw it a fastball instead of a little bit of a looper there, and another missed opportunity. 2 receivers wide open tonight that we've missed. Not the easiest to throw there. Don't kid yourself, but Blaine probably would tell you that he should make that throw.
So 2nd and 10, we go from pistol into the eye. Now we go with a bunch set to the right. Now we look back to the sideline to see what Coach Moak is going to signal in. So again, bunch set right. Long count by McAllister. Runs a little bit of a counter with Hollingsworth. He's got a little bit of running room. He's going to pick up maybe 4, probably 5 down to the 22. It'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Well executed plays by the Lions on offense, all of them tonight. That's 2 incompletions, but we had receivers running open, good protection up front, and then our second running play of the night, good blocking up front on a pull, little stretch play. You got the kick out on the end, and good 5-yard gain for the Lions, brings up 3rd and 5.
McDonald and Rutledge combined on the tackle, but we go shotgun this time with 3 receivers right, single receiver left. And now Vols will come up pretty much as a wing. McAllister takes it, looks, and it's going to get tipped, but caught by Goldberg, and he's going to score.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic play by Colin Goldberg, being able to snag that.
Well, tremendous hand-eye coordination. I thought for sure that was going to be an incompletion, but he got that ball was behind him, and he just fantastic hands. A good defensive play there by Redan to block that. We'll check a replay if we can get it, well, maybe in a minute here, as Lions will line up for an extra point. A great first drive by the Lions as we'll switch over into the more traditional extra point. And the snap is good. The kick is up and right down the middle.
Your new score, 11-7, Redan nothing with 10:22 to go here on this first period. The Lions put 7 on the board quickly.
Yeah, your Ruth Chris scoring recap. Lions go 6 plays, 63 yards. A big late hit personal foul there, help out. Couple of good runs, and then a good pass play on the tip to Colin Goldberg. It looked like we were going to have a 4th and 5 there on an incompletion, but Goldberg with great hands, great hand-eye coordination, gets the completion, and then yards after the catch, gets a Lions on the board with their first score of the night and their first time on offense. Love seeing that. Lions look fired up after their off week.
So Beery to kick it away deep to Cole at the 5. He's up to the 20, going to fight his way across the 25 up to about the 26. And he's pulled down there. Both Ritter Wyndham and Wade Shepard were in on the tackle.
You're seeing a replay of that touchdown. What hand-eye coordination. And it's Colin Goldberg stuck his right hand out, made that catch, and then got the touchdown. Good coverage by the Lions on special teams there. Long field for Redan.
So a flag comes out. Illegal substitution call against Redan. I think they've got 12 on the field. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now they got 11, but somebody must have hustled off. Could you tell?
Yeah, they didn't really huddle, so somebody came across the numbers, though. An odd formation here, Richard.
So single back set, as they'll go under center, hand it off and to their single setback, and he'll get up across the 25, back to the original line of scrimmage. That was Jackson on the carry, and he was brought down by Vols and Cole Peiselwick, so it'll bring up 2nd and 10. And again, this quad set, this stack set right. And now they look like they're going to try and go with sort of a wildcat set.
That should be another timeout or a penalty. No, I thought they were going to call another penalty, but that's going to be a timeout, first one of the night for Dan.
Well, McDaniel went in motion on that from the quarterback position.
I didn't think they had enough guys on the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't know about that, but the thing was, I don't think once his hands go underneath center,
you're allowed to go in motion. Yeah, that's
I don't
why
think he's allowed to go in motion, and so they had to call the timeout. We'll stay here for a moment and tell you that if you're not out here, you could add to this crowd because they're not going to sell much concession over on that Lovett side tonight. So 2nd and 10 Raiders, and this time they're going to go shotgun set.
Bad
As
snap.
McDaniel
oh, wow.
is able to come up with it, but he's going to get run out of bounds right around the original line of scrimmage. That wasn't McDaniel.
Yeah,
Leonard Cole had checked in at quarterback.
Snap went over the quarterback's head, but the running back next to him did a great job of corralling that. Didn't get much, if at all, maybe a foot. So it'll bring up 3rd and long. Good job of the Lions diagnosing that busted play.
They've had 3 different people take snaps from center this time, and this time they're going to go with Jackson. And Jackson's going to roll this side. He's under pressure from Bracey. Floats it. It's going to be picked off. Down inside the 20, down inside the 15. Bear Daniel picked it off.
Well, look at Stevie Bracey here on the replay. It just makes life really tough for this quarterback, and he tries to throw late against his body to a receiver that was pretty well covered, and Daniel makes a great interception there and gets good yardage after the catch. Good blocking there after the interception. But Bracey with the pressure and rolling out, that quarterback had no chance.
Cole brought him down for the Raiders, but the Lions are in business on the Redan 15-yard line. So McAllister will send 3 receivers to his left, 1 receiver to his right. He's going to look, toss it inside to Ritter Wyndham on a little Utah pass. The flag comes out. I'm afraid, Ward, they're going to get us from lineman downfield because when he waited like he did.
Yeah, the timing of the play was supposed to be kind of a quick hitter there, and probably rightly so. Blaine McAllister waited, and then flipped it over the lineman. Over the line of scrimmage, kind of a dangerous play, but it was completed. It was kind of a good-looking play, but by that time we had numerous linemen downfield.
Yeah, you got to have a little bit quicker awareness of, I better not flip that because it's meant to go behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, first penalty for the Lions. It's only going to be a 5-yarder. But we get the turnover on defense. Redan's first possession of the night yields a turnover, an interception for the senior captain, Bear Daniels. So in the red zone for Lions' second possession.
So first and 15 off the penalty, and the Lions will send. This is one of our few 2 tight end sets. We put Beery in motion. We're going to hand it to him, running wide to his left. If he can get to the edge, he can't. And they swallow him up for maybe minimal yardage of 1 yard, maybe.
Yeah, they strung that out nicely, set the edge. Bracey, is that Bracey limping off?
Williams, along with McDaniel, brought him down. I think it was Stevie Bracey.
Yeah, we went 2 tights there in a tighter formation. Maybe looking like we were going to run it up the middle, and Beery tried to get outside. Good containment by the right side of the Redan defense. He did lose yardage there. No, he got a yard.
Picked up a yard, 2nd and 14 from the 19. Lions need to cash in on this. 2 receivers to the right from McAllister. Hands it off to Beery, cuts inside, stays on his feet, gets inside the 10, down to about the 6. Great spot. Thank you.
Well, I think he rolled over on top of the defensive back who's making that tackle. Thought we might get a first down out of it. I think they are going to give us a first down, Richard. Wow. We'll take that. I do think he rolled over on him. Great run there by Beery. Good blocking on that left side of the offensive line.
Beery picks up 14 and a line first down. So shotgun set with 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Vols is your slot man, we'll call him, your up back. McAllister takes it, looks, pumps, looks for the end zone, spins, gets hit, and they're going to mark him down. Wow. Ooh. That thing should be dead on the goal line. Well, they're going to mark him down at the 1.
Wonder if his knee was down. I thought the surge got him in there.
I did too.
Terrell and Smith on that tackle.
Yep.
Linebacker.
But it'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 1. A little confusion for the Raiders. They had 2 men hustling off, had to send 1 back in. There's a whistle.
That play clock's. Okay, we get it off.
We'll take it, hand it off, look inside, and we score. Henry Beery takes it in from 1 yard out, and the Lions go up 13-0 with 6:54 to go here in this first period.
Well, you get the turnover there, and this is just what the doctor ordered to start this game. You see the replay, good blocking of the interior. Those 2 guards in center for the Lions, and then the push just gets the touchdown, the second one of the night for the Lions after the interception. Gave us great field position in the red zone to start.
Holding number 12, John Russ. Henry Beery on for the point after attack. The kick is up.
Good snap, good hold, and good kick. Your new score, Lovett 14, Redan nothing with 6:54 to go here in this first period.
That Ruth Chris scoring cap. Lions go 4 plays, 15 yards. Get the touchdown on the run there. Just what you'd love to start. Your 2 possessions get you 2 touchdowns, one on a very short field, and first drive aided by a personal foul late hit. But Lions executing well tonight on offense. Good blocking up front. Blaine McAllister doing a great job at quarterback as usual, and Henry Beery at running back.
Gosh, Ward, maybe everybody went to Jacksonville. That's why we have such a small crowd across the way.
It's kind of a big game tomorrow.
So Beery will boot this deep where Jackson will take it to the 5, up across the 10, up across the 20. Still on his feet, up near the 30-yard line out to the 29, we'll call it. So a nice 24-yard return. Gosh, great spot out to the 30. You can probably hear the Redan band. They're a large contingent. Shotgun set. Did we have a timeout called? We did.
No,
Redan had to call a timeout. So second timeout on the field for Redan. So 6:43 to go here in this first period with the Lions leading it 14-0. By the way, the holidays are fast approaching. Well, we've already had one. And the Lovett Campus store is not only stocked with brand new Lovett Spirit gear, gifts, and supplies, it's full of seasonal items to fill your home with mirth and merriment. So remember, its prices are always lower than retail. There's no sales tax, and all the proceeds go back to the school. You'll never lose when you shop at the campus store. Open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And don't forget, the gift wrapping alone is worth the shopping experience. And I think they've got illegal substitution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And that receiver down on the bottom tried to run off.
You know, the Redan band reminds me of the loudspeaker at Jefferson. As Tommy Wiggs and Ward laugh about that. What a memory. Shotgun set on 1st and 15. They'll hand it off out of the shotgun. They'll pick up about 2 or 3. As Corey. Now that was Taronta Taylor, number 12, who carried it that time. Give him 3, it'll bring up 2nd and 12. Stevie Bracey in on the tackle for the Lions, along with Carter McIntosh. On this 2nd and 12 out of a pistol set, they'll hand it off and with a little bit of running room, bursting across the 35, spun across the.
Late flag there, Richard.
I hope it's not on us for a face mask. Andrew Pinkston brought down Taylor again.
Well, that was a good run off that right side blocking there. We'll see what the call is. Personal foul. I don't know what that could be unless it's a face mask.
It wasn't face mask.
I didn't see a late hit, but nonetheless, a first down gain aided by a personal foul penalty. That's first first down of the night for Redan on offense.
Wait a minute. Were they up to the. That's right. 41 goes to our 46. For some reason, I thought it was at 39. But he did cross the 40, so they picked up the first down regardless, and 15 yards is tacked onto it. So great field position now for the Raiders as they go shotgun set with sort of an offset pistol left. And we'll swallow up Leonard Cole this time for no gain as Bracey's back there. He was there first for the Lions. They're going to give him a yard on that. I don't know how.
Yeah, Bracey flying around again after limped off earlier on offense. Great read there. Quarterback faked like he was going to hand off and then just followed his running back. Bracey came from his middle linebacker position. Bracey, another one of the long line of those middle linebackers from the Lions defense. He's going to be another good one. Just a sophomore.
Shotgun set again, offset offset pistol. They'll hand it off again inside, and Bracey's there to swallow him up right around the 39-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. Leonard Cole had a little bit of running room to start with, but it closed on him quickly. Give Wells Camerson credit on an assist on that. But big 3rd and 5 for the Lions defense here is, again, they'll go with a very spread formation. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Out of the shotgun, going to throw this side, and that pass falls incomplete. There was no chance for Antoine Hector to complete that. That thing had no gas to it.
Yeah, it looked like he was throwing a wet ball or something. No chance for, I mean, the receiver wasn't wide open, but there was a chance to complete that. But with that throw, I thought that Redan might go for it here, but it looks like they're going to bring out their punt unit. At least they're lined up to punt. We'll see what they do.
So Jackson drops back right around the Lovett 48. He'll get this punt away around the 49. High snap. We should be able to block it. We just ran right past it. Gets a great Redan bounce, but for some reason, Quintavious Harris went ahead and downed it for us at the 15. That thing could have rolled down inside the 5 if he hadn't touched it.
We could have blocked it, and then they could have let it roll for another 5 or 10 yards. So.
Not stellar kicking game execution there.
Yeah, special teams are special right there.
Yeah, we ought to be able to block that as a high snap.
Yeah, that's a high, slow snap, and punter is taking 3 steps. We'll keep that in mind as this night goes on.
14-0 Lions with 4:07 to go on the clock here in this first period, and we'll go under center with an offset eyes. McAllister in the blitz, escapes it, looks, fires it complete to Givens at the 20, cuts inside, up across the 30, and brought down right around the 32-yard line. Nice play by Givens.
Well, Blaine shows you why he's going to play at the next level. He gets out of trouble there and just throws a bullet. Givens comes back for the ball and then sets his feet and makes a great cut. Some great yards after catch. You see the replay there. That's one that won't go necessarily in Blaine's highlight reel, but that's one heck of a play to avoid the sack and then get the completion.
Roderick Jones credited with the tackle, but that play picked up 17 and the Lions first down out to the 32. Out of the shotgun, McAllister will take it, hand it off to Beery. He's going to try and cut outside now, cut back inside, stay on his feet, pick up enough for a first down out across the 42, out near the 43. The line to gain was the 42.
Well, clever play call there as we had the formation set up strong right, and we do a zone read there, but Beery goes back to the left, and he got hit 5 yards away from a first down and ended up getting 11 yards, so 6 yards after contact.
Terrell and Smith brought him down, but first and 10 Lions at their own 43. McAllister will take it, hand it off again, and Beery's just going to try and find a pathway into Redan territory and pick up 11, 12 yards down around the 45-yard line.
And Richard, our two guys pulling and blocking on the edge, we're looking for guys 6, 7 yards downfield to block, and both those two guys and Beery were almost like, what are we going to do here? There's nobody to block. So big runs here, chunk plays in the running game for the Lions on offense. Great blocking up front as domination at the line of scrimmage.
Brandon Lester brought him down, but not before he picked up 12 and 11 first down. So out of the shotgun, McAllister will look, roll to his right. He'll have some pressure, but now float it high. Is it caught?
What a catch. Wow. Is that Goldberg again?
That's Goldberg again. Collin just shielded off the defender. Thaxton was there, but he had no chances. Goldberg just walled him off.
That's a great catch.
There's at least 6 numbers incorrect on the Redan roster.
I think that's about the average, right, for these rosters we get, unfortunately.
Clock ticks, 2:17, 2:16 here first period. We'll go under center. Beery will look to find a little bit of a hole, but he's going to be dropped after about a 5-yard pickup down inside the 30. Ollie McDaniel brought him down. We'll give him 5 on that. It'll be second and a long 5.
We've seen Henry break that initial tackle and get extra yardage. If he breaks that one, he goes for a touchdown. So a good defensive play there by Redan from their second or third level. That's probably a defensive back third level. They jumped off sides right there, didn't they?
Yep. Redan was showing blitz in the edge, and their defensive end on that, well, actually it was a corner coming up or a safety coming up. I think it was Roderick Jones. I think it's number 15. And I think the official is asking the Redan band to quiet down when Lovett has the ball on offense, because one of their coaches is coming over to this side. They ask him to quiet down. So it'll be 2nd and 1. Lions have to get the ball just across the 24-yard line to pick up a first down, and the ball is just nosed up against the 24. So out of the shotgun, McAllister will take it, fake it to Beery, look, try and float it into the end zone, and he's going to overthrow. Is that Goldberg on that far end? That's good.
Good coverage there on the double move. Defensive back didn't bite. We are long developing play on second short, so we tried to hit the home run there on the stop and go. Good read there by the defensive back for Dan. Goldberg had a step in the end, but I think a good throwaway there by Blaine.
So Christian checks in for Jones for the Raiders, and they'll go with a 5-man front as the Lions go under center. We run a little trap. Beery finds running room, and just rumbles down inside the 20, down near the 15-yard line. Give him 9 and 11 first down.
That's just great blocking by Luke Wall. He went from the first level to the second level to the third level, the senior stud captain on both sides of the ball, and Luke led the way there. He got a little rub off that nose guard or tackle, and then he hit a linebacker, and then he was looking for a safety. Nearly sprung for a touchdown. It looks like Redan has an injured player.
Yeah, Taylor and McDaniel were in on the tackle, but they've got an injured I'm not sure if it's Brandon Lester or Justin Pinkney.
Well, that'll give us
injured on that.
Give us a chance to tell you about Lovett Parent Association. Lovett Parent Association is the organization dedicated to promoting volunteer interest among parents in support of the school and engaging in activities promoting the enrichment of all students, faculty, and staff. There are many opportunities, both small and large, for you to make a positive impact. So please feel free to join the Lovett Parent Association. Visit the Lovett website to become involved in the LPA today. Lions lead it here, 14-0 over in DeKalb County. This is old DeKalb Memorial Stadium?
This is the old DeKalb Memorial Stadium.
Now, as you see the logo there, midfield.
DeKalb County School District.
Lions lead at 14-0 late in the first quarter, 54 seconds. 2 drives for the Lions tonight. One a long drive, gets a touchdown. Second one a short drive after an interception by Bear Daniel. And now the Lions have it in the red zone, 1st and 10 from right about the 15, maybe just outside the 15.
And the Redan band starts back up again. And McDaniel, they're playing McAllister, looks over. We're going to try and run Beery wide. He's going to cut back inside, stay on his feet, down inside the 5, and he's going to get into the end zone and score.
That's great blocking on the edge, and then a great stutter step by Beery to let that guy trying to make containment cut him back inside, and then Beery carried 2 defenders into the end zone. What a run. Boy, Beery is having a phenomenal second half of the senior season. Just highlight reel after highlight reel. That'll add to it. Lions lead at 20-0.
Great blocking by Logan Givens on the edge that time.
Yeah, the sophomore kind of tight end wide receiver hybrid.
And bad snap. John Russ is going to have to just eat it. And he'll go down, and the score will remain Lovett 20, Redan nothing with 20 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, we'll see the replay on the touchdown run. Watch Beery do the jet sweep. We get a great block on the edge there.
And then Gibbons still out there blocking.
There's that block downfield, and then Beery carries 2 defenders in. You're right, great blocking there. Good job by the spotter, Logan Givens, on the block of your Ruth Chris scoring recap. Lions go 7 plays, 85 yards, use 3 minutes and 30 seconds off the clock. Unfortunately, a bad snap there on special teams. So we're 20-0 now with just 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Got to love going 3 for 3 in the first quarter on offense, getting touchdowns.
I just want the record to reflect that Ward Jones has already put gloves on at 51 degrees. Sorry, buddy.
I'm a mama's boy.
So Beery to boot it away. And Jackson will take it again at his 5. Comes right up the middle of the field trying to find a wave his way. Gets out of the grasp of one line, but finally gets brought down around the 30. And that's where Redan will have it, 1st and 10. Another 25-yard return. That's in Marietta. It's 51 here. You had a program from Marietta. Come on now, 51 degrees, 3789 Memorial College Avenue.
It's a wind chill up here.
Anderson Beaver credited with the tackle for the Lions. And they'll bring Hector back in at quarterback? Yes.
Yeah, they've got a wealth of backs that will all interchange. We've had a couple of good runs tonight. Other than that, the Lions have stymied them.
So Hector will hand it off to Cole, and he's got a little bit of running room, spinning around, turning, twisting, and goes down right around the 36. Give him 6 on that, and that should do it for the first quarter. We've played 12. We've got 36 more to go, and the Lions lead Redan 20-0 here at Hallford Stadium. And, of course, as we always do, for our so Ward,
True Blue Fund. That you see the memo there on the screen. Lovett's annual True Blue Annual Fund raises close to $3 million on an annual basis to support the school's most immediate needs. We rely on the support of our entire Lovett community to meet our fundraising goals and provide every Lovett student with the highest quality education possible. Thank you for being True Blue. Great start in the first quarter there for the Lions. 3 touchdowns. 3 drives result in 3 touchdowns. We missed the extra point there on a bad snap. So good news here to start from DeKalb County facing Redan.
So 2nd and 4 Raiders from their own 32. They'll leave it again with Cole. He skips away, and he's going to pick up enough for a first down. Cole Piesewicz brought him down, but not before he picked up 5 and a Redan first down.
That's the 2nd first down for Redan tonight on offense.
High snap. They'll leave it again with Cole. He gets hit hard by Beaver, but keeps his legs moving, and he's going to pick up 8 up near midfield. Cole's a hard running back, Ward.
Yeah, he kind of does that little delay, waits for a hole to develop, and then he hits it and gets that burst. And he got a good 7 or 8 yards after it looked like it was going to be bottled up at the line of scrimmage.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 2. Raiders from just shy of the midfield stripe. They'll go 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to this near side. They've only thrown the ball twice. This is the 3rd time, and that ball sails. They were looking for Hector on this side, and they had Cole throwing the ball that time.
Yeah, another not even close to being a completion. They might want to stick with the running game based on the way they're throwing the ball.
So Thaxton checks in at quarterback this time, or shifts to quarterback from being the slot man, and he'll hand it off to Cole. I see a whistle, and what's that for?
Legal shift.
The illegal procedure is the call against the Raiders. It'll mark it back 5 and make it 3rd and 7. From right at the 44. And it's a long 7. So again, Thaxton at quarterback. He takes the snap, hands it off to Cole. We're going to come up with a sure tackle to run him out of bounds. Give Anderson Beaver credit because he closed on that quickly.
Yeah, Anderson, the freshman linebacker, with the sure tackle. Instead of going up high, he did a form tackle down low, pushed him out of bounds. It looked like there was some room to gain there. So Beaver with a great pursuit angle and then a sure tackle, and it'll bring up a 4th down for Redan.
Go after him this time?
Yeah, let's see that. Richard, you've been spot on with these snaps and whether or not we can punt block. It looked like we could have had it last time. We've got everybody lined up.
So Jackson deep. There's
Another
a high
bad snap.
Oh, and he's in trouble. But he's got running room, and we slip down, and he's going to have enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's the 2nd time this year that's happened in the last 3 weeks. We're a bad snap, and we've got him bottled up, and he just collects himself and jets to the sideline and gets a first down. Wow. We would have been better off playing a little bit of a shooting a guy through the gap like we did, and then some other guys kind of playing contained, but can't blame the Lions there. That's just a good athletic play by the Redan on the special teams gaff. It was almost too bad of a snap.
So Hector checks in at quarterback with trips to his left. No, that again is Taylor. He's going to throw it deep. And down there, locked on coverage, right at the 10-yard line. We thought we might see a little bit of laundry down there.
Well, it was good coverage to start where we got our eyes turned back to the ball, but the bigger receiver there on the edge looked like we might have got an arm up in there.
Well, Andrew Pinkston was playing chicken, arm and wrestling all the way down the field with Waters. But pass falls incomplete. It'll make it 2nd and 10 from the 45. Again, a high snap. And Cole's able to escape several lines in the backfield and pick up maybe 3 down to the 42. Clock moves inside 10 minutes in this second period. Credit Bracey and Beaver with a tackle. So 3rd and 7 Raiders. Lions have already gotten 1 turnover tonight. Let's see if we can get a second. Out of the shotgun. Under pressure, Thaxton tries to deliver it again to Cole on a little screen route.
Was that Aiden Camillo just had that sniffed out as we got pass pressure? See the replay here. Lions spot up the middle, but receiver open. That's Aiden Camillo coming through there and blasting that play, even if they catch that. Causes an incompletion, brings up a 4th down. Let's see what we do here. After 2 really bad snap, well, 1 bad snap, 1 really bad snap on the punts for Redan. Last one he ran for a 1st down, though.
Goldberg standing at our 19, and Jackson would get this punt away if he can hit it at the 47, and he's going to drive this one deep on a spiraling kick that's going to bound into the end zone for a touchback, and the Lions will have it 1st and 10 at the 20. By the way, I didn't ask you, were you happy about the result Wednesday night? Good. Same as me.
That's not pleasant.
I don't want to talk about it. 1st and 10 Lions, 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left for McAllister. He'll fake it to Wyndham, look, have some time, throw it high. I think he was just trying to air it out. It looked like he was trying to find Hollingsworth, but really nobody was open.
We had 3 vertical routes there going, and pretty good bracket coverage there. I'm not sure which receiver Blaine was looking for, but if he had it to do over again, that flat route, his safety valve underneath was wide open, but I know they were trying to set the table there for a explosive play through the passing game.
Pass falling incomplete, stops the clock with 9:09 to go here in this second period. Lions leading at 20-0. We've got a bunch set right. Going to hand it to Hollingsworth. He's going to burst ahead across the 20 out to near the 25. Give him 4 on that. It'll make it 3rd and 6. McDonald and McDaniel in on the tackle for the Raiders. And this time out of the shotgun with 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left for McDaniel. He'll look over to Coach Moak. Coach Moak in only shirt sleeves tonight. Nothing surprises you. Now we'll shift Wyndham from the left to the right. Roll right and throw it underneath. And stretching out is Givens to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a heck of a job. A great throw there by Blaine, but Givens on the edge there right at the sticks. Then gets tackled right away after the catch, but reaches that football out, across the line to gain there. Good 3rd down conversion for the Lions.
McDonald made the tackle, but he picked up 6 in a Lions 1st down, almost 7. we're nearest the percussion section, if you're wondering. 1st and 10 Lions from their own 31. Man in motion is Givens. We're going to hand it wide, and Beery's going to have to get a block. Gets one from Givens, and he's going to get – no, check that. That was Hollingsworth who gets chased out after about a 3-yard pickup up at the 34.
Yeah, jet sweep there, coming towards this Redan sideline away from the Lovett sideline. Good job of getting some yardage there. Pretty good containment there by the Redan edge. Lovett's had their way on offense tonight, especially through the running game.
Hector in on the tackle for the Raiders. 2nd and 7 Lions from their 34. 3 receivers right, single back is Wyndham. He'll move into a slot. Long count. McAllister takes it, has some time.
Wide open.
Charlie Hoke, you had that, buddy. He looked to run with it before he.
Yeah, he was too wide open, I think. Jeez, what a great route. Good blocking up front, gives Blaine time, but boy, that one's going for a touchdown. It's almost like he got in between with using his hands or catching it into his body.
Yeah, Logan and Charlie just, groaned when that pass fell incomplete.
Yeah, good route running there. He had underneath going out towards the sideline, and Hoke just running wide open down the seam there.
So 3rd and 6, we'll leave it with Hollingsworth. He finds a little bit of running room, gets across the 40, and picks up enough for a first down as he picks up 7.
Yeah, great blocking on the right side of our line over there. Luke Wall and friends over there, just a surge of blocking 3-4 yards down the field, noticeable from up at our vantage point. You're probably seeing it on the screen there too. Just really good run blocking tonight.
So McDaniel and McDonald were able to bring down Hollingsworth, but not before he picked up a Lovett first down. 1st and 10 from the 42. We throw it quickly to Goldberg. He's going to get wrestled down right around the 46, 47, but good throw and catch.
Yeah, good defensive there from number 10 for Redan reacting on that play. Clock ticking under 6 minutes and 30 seconds now. Lovett leads at 20-0. Yeah, just a good stop route. Goldberg, you want some yards after the catch, but that's a 5-yard pass play, and it took a really good defensive play to stop that for more than just the 5 yards.
So 2nd and 5 Lions from their own 47. Again, a 6-man front for Redan. Now they're going to send 7. Hollingsworth, if he could have just gotten maybe a little bit of an extra shove there, he was off to the races. A host of Raiders brought him down there. McDaniel, along with Burton and the previously injured Pinckney, but what's the timeout?
We got another injury down. Redan
Redan's got another injury. So timeout on the field, 5:48 to go. Lovett leads it 20-0. Hope you'll stay tuned for our halftime show. Lovett Network reporter Katie Freiberger sat down with Friends of the Arts presidents Jamie Massady and Paige Voss. Apparently we're having technical difficulties with the halftime segment. Looks like network control may be down at Lovett. Doggone it. Again. It's just too far to send stuff.
Well, we can thank our sponsors, Ruth Chris Steakhouse, Center Steak Bank, Play It Again Sports, Buckhead, Concord Pharmacy, Atlantic Grill, Melwood Springs, Natural Spring Water, and the Richard's favorite Metro Atlanta YMCA. Second injury timeout for Dan. Hope they're okay coming over to the sidelines.
Thanks for those of you at the Y today who didn't come over and say, are you hurt? Why can't you exercise harder? Hey, I'm getting there. 3rd and 3 Lions from their own 49. Single setback. Flanks McAllister. It's Hollingsworth. He'll burst ahead and pick up a first down as he picks up 4, almost 5.
It's a good old-fashioned power drive here for the Lions. We've had one pass play. You'll see that blocking again on the right side, just blowing up. Another conversion on 3rd down. Hollingsworth done a great job on this drive.
Wilson Christian in on the tackle for the Raiders, but not before before Hollingsworth picks up 5 and 11 first down. The Lions will go shotgun set this time, 2 receivers to this near side. As McAllister will take it, fake it to Hollingsworth, throw underneath to Goldberg, and oh gosh. That pass was on the money. And
yeah, we've had a couple of drops now tonight. That's some really accurate throws downfield for Blaine that, boy, those receivers will tell you, they'll be having nightmares about that in their sleep for not catching those. It's a couple on this drive.
Clock's just inside that 5-minute mark at 4:59. Looks like they'll go with a 5-man front. We fake it to Hollingsworth. Look, McAllister escapes one man, has a man deep. Hoke, just beyond his reach, just inside the 5-yard line. He had to turn left, then turn right, then back left again.
I think he thought Blaine was going to throw. Initially, the play was supposed to go towards the goalpost, and I think Hoke turned thinking Blaine was going to throw it outside. Then he threw it back inside, and by that time, the defender had caught up, and it was a really tough catch at that point. But Blaine did a great job of avoiding a blitz there, avoiding the sack, and then almost completing a touchdown pass.
It looked like Jeremiah Curtis who was applying the pressure for the Raiders. But this is the first long 3rd down play. We'll go under center with sort of a power offset formation to the right, and Wyndham looks like he's going to shift back straight into the eye. He will. McAllister will take it, fake it. Look, he's got Wyndham wide open. But Ritter catches it.
Nice
He gets
block.
a block downfield, down inside the 30, fumbles it away, and doggone it, I think Redan came up with it.
Well, Blaine had the flat pass wide open, but a little pressure up the middle caused him to throw late, but did just a great block on the edge, and the fumble at the end. I think Lovett ends up back on the ball. Yeah, they do. Wow, break for the Lions. Good throw and catch, and then a great block on the edge there.
Givens recovered it for the Lions.
Boy, great 3rd down conversions, but a near disaster fumble turnover there. Great job by Givens. He's had a couple of big blocks tonight, a couple of good catches, and now a fumble recovery to prevent a turnover.
It's a long time-consuming drive as we're at the 4:26 mark. 1st and 10 from the 28 of Redan. We give it off to this time again to Hollingsworth. He's going to pick up almost 9 down to the 20.
Boy, and that's great blocking by Cal Barwis.
Walker Christian brought him down there.
On his pull from the left side over the right side, just leading that play downfield. Just a great power running game. Just a domination on the offensive line on this drive. We've had a couple of pass plays, but I don't know that we really need them.
So 2nd and 1 from the Redan 20. Clock ticks, 3:37, 3:36 to go here in this second period. Again, Hollingsworth in motion, goes into a pistol set behind McAllister. We hand it to him. He gets a block, cuts inside, stays on his feet, gets down inside the 15, down to the 10-yard line.
Boy, just another big hole on that right side. Gosh, Luke Wall, again, with some great blocking on that right side. William Stimmel, Cal Barwis, Grant Turner, great job up front.
McDaniel was in on the tackle with McDonald. Actually, it was Toronto Taylor, but timeout Redan? I thought that was their 4th timeout.
Yeah, I think
I guess they had an injury
3
timeout.
injuries and three game timeouts.
Yeah,
now.
that will do it for their timeout. By the way, the Lions are at home for the final game of the 2019 regular season campaign to take on the Westminster Wildcats.
That might be sort of a big game.
That could be a big game. Not that it isn't every year.
Yeah, a little sarcasm by me is that is going to have major region implications. I guess it appears Cedar Grove will be most likely, if not definitely the
Well, they're off tonight.
the number 1 seed. So it'll be down to Westminster, Pace, and Lovett for that 2, 3, and 4 seed. We already knocked off Pace. Remind me of what Pace and Westminster did. Do we know?
Westminster won.
Okay, so
I want to say it was 36-20.
we could have one of those crazy coin flip things next week.
Oh, let's hope not.
Or we can just take care of business and wrap up the 2 seed, which would mean a home game. We would love that. Love to see you next week.
So first and goal for the Lions just inside the 10. McAllister fakes it, looks into the end zone to Goldberg, and he's wide open in the back corner of the end zone. The Lions go up 26-0 with 3:04 to go here in this second period.
Well, just a great route running there as Colin put a jab step like he was going to go inside and then cut outside, and that defender was lost in that play. Watch Goldberg go out, and then that defender, whoa.
He slipped.
Yeah, I think he slipped after he realized he was beat that bad. But
that
a great,
McDonald.
great route by Colin Goldberg, his second touchdown on the night receiving, and the Lions go up 26-0.
So good snap, and Russ gets it down, and Berry kicks it true. Your new score, Lovett 27, Redan nothing with 3:04 to go here in this second period.
Well, how about that drive, Richard? Your Ruth Chris scoring recaps. Lions take 15 plays, go 80 yards, using up 6 minutes and 12 seconds off the clock. Get their 4th score of the night. They're perfect on offense tonight other than a missed extra point, 4 for 4 on touchdown drives. That one the longest of the night on a 15-play, 80-yard drive. Wow. A lot of power running. I tell you, Hollingsworth looked good on that drive, the junior running back. But Goldberg gets the touchdown there, the second of his evening between him and Blaine. Lions got a commanding lead here late into the second quarter, 2 minutes, 54 seconds left. Lovett leads it 27-0.
So Jackson and Williams are deep. And Berry will hit it on low on the ground.
Wow.
And it
almost got
barely
that.
made it
Bounced
across
away.
the 50 when it bounded into.
You don't know if Big 56 was
I don't know.
intentionally going after that ball or if it just hit him.
I don't think it was Brandon Lester. I couldn't really tell on the roster who it is for Redan. But he did a great job of coming up with it because, it bounded off of him. So good field position for the Raiders. They shouldn't have any timeouts remaining. They don't have any timeouts remaining, but good field position at their own 48. Odd set. 2 receivers to this near side, the left. Long count. High snap. Thaxton's going to hand it off again to Cole. He'll split defenders and get inside Lovett territory down to around the 46.
He's quick, isn't he, Richard? It just kind of darts through there, and then all of a sudden he's 4 or 5 yards downfield and falls forward.
Vols was in on the tackle for the Lions, along with, looks like Luke Ham. So on this 2nd down and 4, they'll hand it off and racing across the 45 down near the 39-yard line. A pickup of 7 that time. That was Edward McDonald.
Clock ticking now, 2 minutes, 15 seconds. No timeouts for Redan as they're past midfield now.
Baird, Daniel, and Beaver in on the tackle, and they'll hand it off again to McDaniel. This time he's swallowed up and going to go down at the 40 for about a 1-yard loss. And the clock will continue to run as it'll move inside the 2-minute mark right now.
Well, a couple of good running plays to start this drive, but Lions bow up right there. Half-yard loss, and the clock keeps ticking inside a minute 50 now.
So, again, Thaxton is your quarterback. He has 2 backs flanking him, Cole and McDaniel. And
there's a false start.
Flag on.
It's near receiver down just out of screen.
Christian Waters just took off. So it'll mark it about 5, make it 2nd and 16. Does stop the clock.
Momentarily. Now it's running again down to a minute 30. We haven't seen Redan pass very well. They might try to dial one up here.
So Thaxton sends 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. He'll take it, look, float it high downfield, and it's going to be tipped away. Goldberg was back there with Daniel.
They had 2 receivers right next to each other, and we had 3 defenders. So you would hope at worst an incompletion, and that's what we got. I thought we might get a jump ball interception there.
That stops the clock with 1:12 to go, and it'll bring up 3rd and 16.
Just a long heave there. 2 receivers right in the same spot. Not sure if that was what the coordination of the offense wanted.
So this time they'll float it high and drop Pinkston. Unloaded on Jackson after about a 7-8 yard pickup, but it'll bring up 4th down.
Love it. Well,
The
up
clock
27-0.
continues to run.
Maybe you just let the clock go. It's 4th down. Or
So
no,
Redan hustles out to line up.
4th and about 8, 7 maybe. Clock ticking at 45, 44.
Yeah, we'll call it 4th and 8. They've got the line to gain, or the yard to gain. It's Lovett 29.
36, 35, 34, 33.
They're still looking to the sideline.
Play clock still 10 seconds.
I don't understand this. Thaxton now puts a man in motion, has Jackson across the formation. He's going to look that side, going to go deep downside to Waters, who's going to catch it, but be out of bounds. I think they're going to give it to him.
Whoa.
Wow. Waters caught it at the
Gosh, I thought he was out of bounds.
I thought out of bounds at the 6, but they give him a great spot at the 6.
Well, they waited forever, then they throw it and get a completion. Luckily for them, it goes out of bounds, so they'll have a couple shots at it here.
High snap. Thaxton hands it off.
Well, that's a bad play because they're done now. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They won't get this off, and that'll do it for the half.
Well, they almost turned a great play into points, but they chose to run it there with no timeouts. Good job of the Lovett defense to hold that, get the shutout in this first half.
By the way, it's time for our campus shop or campus store Lovett Athlete of the Week. Before we go to halftime, our campus store Lovett Athlete of the Week is varsity softball's Emma Schimpf. A 6-year veteran of Lions softball, Emma led the team in batting average, on-base percentage, and average with runners in scoring position during the 2019 regular season. During the state playoffs, her batting average, .461, and her 3 RBIs led the team to 3rd place in the state, the best finish in nearly 20 years. On defense, Emma was perfect in the field, making plays on 48 of the 48 balls that were hit to her. Congratulations, Emma Schimpf. You are our Lovett Campus Store Athlete of the Week. By the way, Emma struck out only once. That's tough.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to the Lovett Sports Report. I'm Wolf Udipole, class of 2025.
And I'm Mary Camp Newton, class of 2025.
This was another exciting week in Lovett sports action as cross country completed in the Region 5 3A meet, and varsity softball traveled to Columbus for state playoffs.
On Wednesday, both boys and girls cross-country programs easily punched their tickets to the Georgia State meet in Carlton, with strong performances at the region meet held at Westminster.
In both races, Lion placed all 5 scoring runners in the top 17 for their event. Leading their way was junior Sydney Lamberson, who returned to action with a strong 1949 finish.
Freshman phenom Ellie Wildman finished 8 seconds behind Lamberson and passed a Westminster runner right at the finish line. Senior captain Penny King was next for Lovett, followed by sophomore Carter Eckert and junior Janie Huggins, giving the girls an incredible 50 points in second-place finish.
On the boys' side, senior captain Jack Borden placed 6th place in a finish of 16:30, followed by fellow senior Jay Garrett in a trio of juniors, Patrick Pitts, Al Coy, and Henry Hayden, who all finished in under 18 minutes. The boys scored a total of 61 points, good enough for them to get a third-place finish. Both teams are now focused on the state meet, which will be held this Saturday in Carlton. Also, last week, Coach John Rice and the Lions softball team traveled to Columbus, Georgia, to compete in the GHSA State Championship. On Thursday evening, Lovett avenged an earlier regular season loss to Calhoun by winning 3-0. Sophomore catcher Ali Ode set the tone early in the first inning on Calhoun base runner trying to steal second base, and after throwing her out, Ode was never tested again. In an extremely close game, Lovett finally broke open the scoring in the fourth inning when seniors M.K. Schmersel and Katie Otswater had brought back-to-back doubles, driving in 3 runs in what turned out to be the all-offense Lovett needed. Sophomore Peyton Canale pinched a complete game for the win, striking out 9. Friday morning, Canale was back on the mound against East Hall on what would turn to be yet another close contest. A tight Lovett defense and a solid outing by Canale had the Lions roaring. In this third inning, junior Hadley Grins ignited the offense by executing a perfect sacrifice bunt, scored Canale, who led off the inning with a single. Freshman Ava Vinci then singled out in what was brought to be home on senior Emma Schmimpf ensuing a single. East Hall got back in the game in the 7th, placing runners in scoring position, but the rally was stopped cold when Oswater snagged a line drive rope that would have yielded the tying run. Then, playing in the rain Friday night, Canale again provided the Lions with a stellar performance, striking out 9 batters and only giving up 2 walks. Even though Schneif and Griggs and sophomore Maura McBreen had multiple hits, with Schneif and McBean converting their pair of RBIs, and as the lineup as a whole struggled to string together runs, eventually scrambled to a tenacious Franklin Country 5-2.
With their backs against the wall and facing elimination on Saturday, Vinci took the mound to give Canale a few innings of much-needed rest. Ringgold quickly led off with 3 runs in the first, but Lovett managed to tie the game with Canale, Griggs, and Schimpf, each driving in runs over the course of the next 3 innings, with Vinci and sophomore Logan Easterly banging out 2 hits apiece. Unfortunately, the Lions stranded 7 runners in scoring positions, and when Ringgold took the lead in the 5th inning, Lovett was unable to respond, coming up just short against eventual state champion Ringgold High School. After the game, Lovett was presented with the 3rd place trophy, the program's best finish in nearly 20 years, with each player earning a bronze medal. As senior leaders, Othwater, Schmertzel, and Schimpf walked off the field for the last time in a Lions jersey. This group of 14 young ladies will always be remembered as the team that raised the standard for Lovett softball. Only 9 more months until next season. And just a reminder, next Friday, Lovett football returns to the Riverbank for a senior night and the regular season finale versus Westminster. Kickoff is at 7:30 p.m., so remember to arrive early, show your school colors, and make some noise for the Lions. That's all for this week's Lovett Sports Report. We'll be back next week for more exciting Lovett sports action.
I'm Wolf Udipol, class of 2025.
And I'm Mary Camp Newton, class of 2025. Wishing everyone a great week. Go Lions!
Welcome to a day in the life at Lovett. This is your space to learn, grow,
2, 1,
and explore.
Hey guys, what's up?
Welcome to Becoming a Maker.
Welcome to your first lunch with lifelong friends.
Welcome to Fellowship.
Welcome to being a part of the team.
Welcome to finding your voice.
I know it's Saturday, darling, and I apologize.
I hope you had a great day.
Welcome to Love It, a school that focuses on the whole child. I look forward to meeting you. Go Lions!
The Redan High School homecoming court. Mr. Excalibur and Senior Prince Malik and Trilly Cummings. Mr. JV Football, Antoine Hector. Mr. Varsity Football, Jaquez Williams. Miss JV Cheerleader, Miss Nika Thorne. Miss Varsity Cheerleader, Jalea Henderson. Miss Basketball, Jasmine Cooper. Mr. Basketball, Ruben Wood. Miss Beta Club, Jada Gossett. Mr. Beta Club, Justin Lightning. Miss National Honor Society, Chastity Harper. Mr. National Honor Society, Ryan Bruin. Miss TSA, Jimena Espericuerta. Mr. TSA, Emmanuel Goldman. Miss Silver Essence, Asia Williams. Mr. Van Bruce Smith III. And Miss Van, head drum major, Naya Melton. Miss FCCLA, Aria Plummer. Miss Senior Council, Tanaya Murray. Miss ESOL, Saray Musa. Miss Air Force, JROTC, Offset Ma. Mr. Air Force, JROTC, Taronda Cheney. Miss Freshman, Jordan Collier. Miss Sophomore, Najee Williams. Mr. Sophomore, Jaden Travis. Miss Junior, Majora Taylor. Mr. Junior, Major Taylor. Miss Senior, Zora Graham. Miss 2019 Homecoming Queen, Miss Anaya Barker. And 2019 Homecoming King, Mr. Miles Collins. Homecoming Princess, Miss McCall Green. And Homecoming Prince, Mr. Tony Richardson. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 Wheeling High School Homecoming Royal Court. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Special thanks to Miss Stacy Johnson for all of her hard work and dedication. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for your 2019 Homecoming King and Queen. Congratulations, students.
Your son working tonight?
Yes, he's at Walnut Grove, building in Buford.
How many jobs is he up to now?
Yeah, let's see. 3.
Still at Sporting Goods? Is it Academy or Dick's?
Academy. They're not working him very much. I told him we had
It's weird. This is as many hours
maybe
as you
they'll
want.
beef it up. I don't know. But he's only working like 15, 16 hours a week.
Other job was a was it?
He's filming, working for a moving company.
Yeah, that's right.
And then, so when we had the conversation about his hours, he said, I don't know what to do. He goes,
Because he's taking school off, right?
yeah, this is photo week. He wants to work more, and he goes,
I can't believe they wouldn't give a kid that's probably responsible like your
well,
son.
so what he did is he went in and I said, go in and talk to him and say, look, I can work 50, 60 hours a week if you want. But if you're not, then he's going back to the lake.
Yeah, I'll go work.
I can use
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I can use it.
Now, as the band enters the field, join us in singing I'm So Glad. Alumni.
Give him 30 or 40 hours.
Are you in the building?
Well, and that's what I told him. They're working back on that.
Let me hear ya. On 3 in the building. Class of 2005. Singing glory, hallelujah.
He's got more money in his checking account than Michelle and I do.
He still lives in Oakland. No expenses. And if he's smart, he puts most of it in the bank.
He's saving most of it, yeah. So your halftime stats as we come back here to Halford Stadium, just off Memorial Drive in Clarkston. As you see, the Lions lead at 27-0 at the half, and we've been entertained by the Redan Raiders marching band. It's homecoming here at Redan, and they do a great production for homecoming and quite a talented band, and a lot of their alumni band was here tonight. Lovett has 138 yards rushing. Redan has 91. The Lions have 98 yards passing. And the Raiders have 39. Lions lead in total yards 236 to 130. One turnover, the Bear Daniel interception of a Redan pass early in the first period set the Lions up. 1st and 10 from the Redan 15. They scored just a few plays later. Penalties. Redan has been flagged 6 times for 40 yards, and the Lions flagged twice for 17 yards, and that's how we end up 17-0. Need to mention that because of some technical problems with our network feed on this tonight, our interview with Friends of the Art presidents Jamie Massey and Paige Voss, who have lots of exciting news to share about fine arts. We will get them in next week at the Westminster game for sure. And you'll enjoy hearing all that's going on. This is Friends of the Arts Week. We've got a lot that's going on around school with Friends of the Arts, not including our Lovett Art Show right now. So if you want to learn more about it, just go to lovett.org/arts, and you can see how much is going on with Friends of the Arts. You know, Ward, nobody told me that it's hard to do Kegels with in cold weather. Dadgummit. Whoa, that wind blows, and you're like, whoa, now?
We don't need any wind up here.
And we've got plenty. We get spoiled, Ward, being at home. Some shout-outs. Mike and George Pribish. Elise has already fallen asleep. James Clausen watching tonight. Lee Wetzler, Asher Givens, Greer and Brian Pope. Greer's probably asleep by now, too. Jeremy Oliver, Coach O, Steve and Debbie Franks. Coach Franks, hope that Room 217 is treating you right tonight. Cindy Price, Chrissy and Chad Height. And I'm sure that the cross-country coach for the Edmund Burke School in D.C. is watching tonight. Peter Jarakitis, hope you guys acquit yourselves well in the state championship tomorrow up there. I think it's state championship or district championship, however it's described. I sure would like the Lions to get another quick score, and let's get towards a running clock because I'm ready to go home.
Yeah, Lovett did a great job. I think, you know, Richard, in order for us to be successful next week and in the playoffs, we're going to have to pass the ball effectively, and we saw some good pass plays tonight, but I think the way this offensive line blocked in the first half on the running game and the coordination of the running game, I think we could line up in this third quarter and basically tell them we're going to run it off right side with Luke Wall, and over there with Tebow Brooks. Grant Turner at center held that. Heck, the left side of the line has done a great job too. Don't kid, because we'll see Cal Barwas pull all night long and blow that hole open, and then when we've run left, William Stimmel, the sophomore, has done a great job at left tackle. So we could just line up and just run it down their throat here in this third quarter, and then maybe we'll have one of those running clocks here in the fourth, as the Lions were 4 for 4 on touchdowns in this first half. And there was a couple of nice running plays for Redan, but I'll tell you, when it was needed, Lions defense stepped up. I can't tell you how enough I'm impressed with Stevie Bracey, the sophomore linebacker. But on offense, another unsung hero, Logan Givens, with a couple of great blocks downfield to spring runners. He recovered a fumble that looked like it was going to be a turnover, and he's had a couple of nice pass plays for first downs. One here on this Redan sideline where he caught a bullet, stopped, went back inside, and got about 15 extra yards on a 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 6. We've continued to see that development with Logan Givens and Blaine McAllister all year long. It's been a pleasure to watch.
Better give a special shout out to my sister-in-law listening up in Gainesville tonight. I'm not going to give her a Go Dogs, but I will give her a Go Trojans for the North Hall Trojans. The last time she watched a game here at Memorial Stadium then was when the Redan Raiders with Kevin Butler outplayed Scott Powers and Henry Lawson for the Gainesville High Red Elephants and sent them home. After the game, I had to cut the tape off of her shins because she had shin splints. Jumping in her red and white saddle Oxfords. Good to go get them, Jane. All right, Lawson back from the 20 across the 25, stumbles and slips and goes down. That was actually Cole who brought it down around the 8, brings it out to the 29, so a 21-yard return and a good field position to start this second half for the Raiders. So 1st and 10, Redan from their own 29. Lions lead at 27-0 as we start this second half of play. So Thaxton at quarterback, 2 receivers to his left, 2 receivers to his right, and here comes the flag. Delay is the call.
Wow.
That's hard to do. Off a 1st and 15 rather, they're going to float it up high, and it's caught by Waters on a nice little
crossing route there. Nice throw, nice catch. Good tackle there by the Lions, or he might have broke it.
Aiden Camillo brought him down, but not before he picked up 16 and a first down at the 41. Thaxton again out of the shotgun, takes it, leaves it with his setback, and Cole picks up 10 into Lovett territory at the 49, and Peisowicz has to bring him down. Not a good start for the Lions.
Yeah, 2 plays, 2 chunk plays, 1 in the passing, 1 in the running, 2 first downs on 2 plays for Redan.
Thaxton has a man in motion. That's Jackson. High snap, hands it to him, just tosses it to him. He's going to cut inside, have running room. I think Jackson is going to cut back inside. He's going to score. Goes 49 yards to score, and Redan gets on the board, and that's not the start the Lions wanted.
Well, did not see that coming after the first half. Lions defense was very stout.
We did not set the edge that time.
Yeah, we tried to set the edge, and he just cut back, and we had no containment over there. Wow, that is not the start that the Lions wanted. It's just the start Redan wanted here at homecoming.
So Thaxton has a stacked backfield, high snap. He's going to toss it wide, and we're going to drop him right around the 6-yard line as Leonard Cole had no chance. So the point after fails, and your score remains 11-27, Redan 6 with 11:02 to go here, third period.
Well, your Ruth Chris scoring cap. Not a good start for the Lions here in the third quarter as Redan goes 3 plays, covers 71 yards, the long running touchdown by Redan at just 50 seconds off the clock. It was a long field there, Richard. I mean, started at the 29, so a 71-yard field to cover there, and they do it in 3 plays. A nice pass play to start for about 15, a running play for exactly 10, and then to the house on the third play.
And every play ended up with a different player touching the ball. Waters, then Cole, then Jackson.
So you better watch out for an onside kick here. The way that Redan has started, they went tempo on offense. They might just go for an onside right away.
The Lions' deep return men are standing at the 20. So kicking off from that north end zone, Jackson's going to approach it slowly, and he will try and boot it on a pooch that Alan Pope will take on a fair catch.
With no return. First and 10 there for the Lions of Lubbock.
Well, so we'll see if the Lions do coming out on offense for their first possession. After the defense gives up the touchdown, Lions will have it at the 31. Again, great job in the first half by the Lions offensive line, allowing backs to run 3, 4, 5, 6 yards downfield before contact, and great pass protection too. So Lions should have all plays at their disposal, but that running game was outstanding in the first half.
Shotgun set, we'll leave it with Beery trying to get wide. He gets a block on the edge. Beery with running room, cuts inside the 40, going to get across midfield into Redan territory, down around the 44-yard line.
Well, just what we said, jet sweep there on the action, just great blocking by those outside wide receivers, and then Beery just gets it, uses his speed and his legs, and then shows some power at the end as he carried a Redan defender down, and a great game there on first down for the Lions.
Beery rips off 25 yards and 11 first down. First and 10 Lions at the Raiders 44. Shotgun set. This time we'll give it off to Beery again. He's off to the races down inside the 30, going to be brought down finally around the 26-yard line.
Well, Beery just running with attitude, with speed, with conviction, and he's shredding this Redan defense. I mean, the blocks are there to start, but Beery is just doing a great job of yards after contact and using his speed to his effectiveness, and I think they're going to get the band, caution the band here since Lovett's on offense. They're having a field day down there with all these alumni dancing and on the sidelines. Somebody's going to have to tell them to stop.
18-yard pickup for Beery.
We get some booing after the stop there. Can't blame him, but that's the rules in high school. Can't play in defense. When the offense has the ball, the home team band can't play.
I mean, our band never plays when anybody has the ball.
Well, 2 big runs by Beery to start.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What did he come in from the sideline for? There we go. Now the ball's in play.
Clock should be starting to run.
So first and 10 Lions from the Redan 26 will go under center with an offset eye. Here comes the blitz. McAllister takes it, fakes it, going to float it into the end zone, and Charlie Hoke gathers it in for a Lovett touchdown. Boy, he followed that thing all the way.
Well, you know, Charlie wanted to make up for that first half drop, but what a beautiful throw, a beautiful route, a beautiful catch. And the Lions get back the touchdown they just gave up. Look at that throw on the replay there. That thing's in the breadbasket. And Hoke, like you said, was looking that in, used his hands right there. Good redemption after the drop in the first half. Love that for Hoke.
So Beery will attempt the extra point out of the hole to John Russ. And it's good. Your new score, Lovett 34, Redan 6 with 10:17 to go in this third period.
Well, that's 2 touchdown drives to start this third quarter, one by Redan, one by the Lions. Both of them were less than a minute long. Both of them covered nearly 70 yards. The Lions go 69 yards, 3 plays, used just 45 seconds off the clock. So the Lions answer Redan's touchdown with one of their own and get back the lead. They're actually increased their lead with the extra point since Redan missed theirs. So it's 34-6. What an explosive start to this third quarter. Wow. Well, that was the Henry Beery show to start, and then the junior Charlie Hoke gets the touchdown catch. Beautiful throw by Blaine. Well, you know this Lovett defense got a little tongue lashing from the coaching staff after that 3-play drive, giving up chunk plays on all 3. 3 different players, explosive plays. So we'll see them come out with maybe a little more conviction, a little more discipline. So we lost containment twice.
So Beery's going to squib it. Jackson will follow it into the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
You don't often see a squib kick go for a touchback, but that was
very artfully crafted into the end zone.
Right down the middle, too. It was interesting. So Redan will have to go the full field again.
Oh, that wind's got to stop blowing. First and 10 Raiders. Thaxton's your quarterback. Cole is your running back. Now he puts Jackson in motion. High snap. Leaves it with Cole running off to his left. We're going to spin him around. Drop him right at about the 21-yard line. Maybe he picks up a yard. I mean, we're finally inside the 10-minute mark. We've played 2 minutes of football and had 2 touchdowns. Credit Wells Camerson with a tackle, just a 1-yard pickup. This time Thaxton will have 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left, takes it, leaves it on a little trap play coming this side, and off to the races goes Cole as he gets finally pulled down right around the 38-yard line, 17-yard pickup.
Yeah, we're just losing containment right at the line of scrimmage. Either losing the containment or missing the tackle, and that one looked like a missed tackle, and he sprung him again. Well, they didn't have but maybe 1 or 2 really chunk plays on offense in the whole first half. They had about 4 or 5 here in the third quarter.
Thaxton out of the shotgun on first and 10 is going to go deep for Waters. And Pinkston is there to bat it away on a nice play as he closed on it well, because Waters, I think, got to try to get a little separation.
Well, the ball was underthrown, but I think that was an advantage. It was underthrown and off to the left, and I think that was an advantage for the receiver to come back, get over there. But Pinkston with a great play got his hand in there, and that'll be a pass breakup on the long ball.
Second and 10 Raiders from their own 38. Thaxton has trips to his left, but he'll leave it with his running back Rutledge, and he'll dive ahead up to about the 43-yard line and pick up 5, making it up 3rd and 5.
I'll give credit to Redan, their offensive line doing a good job here, especially in the third quarter, of opening up some holes on just quick hitters. Just man-on-man, hat-on-hat blocking, and they're getting us pushed back a little bit.
Piezowick's brought down Rutledge, but not before he picked up 5. As we said, 3rd and 5. Thaxton throws it high, but brought down on a great catch in Lovett territory as Ollie McDaniel went up high, and I didn't think he had a chance of coming down with that.
Out of the hand, I thought that was an incompletion for sure. It was floating, kind of a lame duck pass, but McDaniel went up there and just made a great catch.
Quickly, 1st and 10 Raiders in Lovett territory at the 37. Cole looks for a little bit of running room. He's going to run into the arms of Stevie Bracey right around the 34-yard line, pick up a 3. Wells Camerson was also in on that tackle. Boy, Camerson has played a steady season there at the nose position for the Lions. 2nd and 7 from the Lovett 34, and Thaxton has Rutledge in motion. Going to leave it with him. He cuts inside, gets away from one line, and then gets brought down right around the 28-yard line. Boy, that was a nice little nifty move when he cut up in the hole.
Yeah, he had 2 defenders right faced up at the line of scrimmage, and he did a little juke there. Got to that second level. Almost got a first down.
Camillo brought him down, and Waters is calling for the ball. Waters wants the ball thrown to him. He keeps signaling his coaches, and they'll give it to Cole, and he'll race inside our 15 down near the 11. They'll give him all the way down to the 10.
Well, Richard, I'm not seeing anything with their formation that's changed really, other
Much
than
better
just they're blocking
up front.
And we're coming inside out to try to get to that defender or that offensive running back, and he's gone by then.
Pizewicz finally brought Jackson down at the 10, and he's going to look to Waters trying on a slant route. We had pretty good coverage.
Yeah, they're lucky that pass wasn't picked off as we had good inside on a zone look from our linebacker. That was Falls that dropped back, I believe, almost picked that. Good coverage on the edge, too.
2nd and goal from the 9. Thaxton with 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Thaxton will take it, keep it himself, spin away from one man, but not spin away from another. And he'll go down essentially at the line of scrimmage, maybe give him a half a yard on that. Pizewicz was there for the Lions along with Luke Wall.
Well, I don't think they have a kicking game at all here, Richard, so they're going to be thinking 4 downs. 3rd, a little longer than they probably wanted.
So a power set for Thaxton. He'll take it, give it off to Cole, and he's going to get hit and spin towards the end zone. Looks like, gosh, they gave him the touchdown? Wow.
Well, they're going formation strong one side, and they're running away from that weak side, and we just can't bottle it up. This is almost reminiscent of a second half where a couple of weeks ago where Lovett looked like they were owning the game, and then all of a sudden a different offense for the opposing team comes out on the field. We saw no hint of this offense in the first half at all, but that's 2 consecutive drives where the Redan running game has gashed us. There was a couple good passes on this drive, but
I don't know
wow.
how Cole got in the end zone because it sure looked like he was down at the 1.
Unless he reached the ball out. We couldn't see from up here in our video.
So
Play didn't show that either.
On this point after conversion, they'll float it, and it's broken up as it's picked off by Pinkston.
Wish we had college rules right there.
He could have gone for 2.
For 2. Well, your Ruth Chris scoring recap. Redan goes 80 yards. Yeah, that's right, for the second time in this half. 71 yards on the first drive, 80 yards on that one. That was 11 plays, 4:01 off the clock, and a big 3rd down run of about 8 or 9 yards for Redan on 3rd and goal from about the 8 or 9, and they get the touchdown on the run as they had a formation 3 to the left, running back to the left, just run it back to the right off that weak side, and they got a second touchdown of the night. It's not the 3rd quarter start we were hoping for. Barely halfway through this 3rd quarter, and there's been 3 scoring drives already. 2 by Redan, 1 by the Lions. 2 missed extra points or try for 2s for Redan, so it's 34-12.
You know, Spotter pointed out, they drove deep right before
half. Yeah, they had that miraculous catch on the sideline, but then they had a run play that got stopped and the clock ran out.
So Jackson kicks it away, and Henry Berry wisely lets it go out of bounds right around the 29, so we'll get the ball at the 35 on the 5-yard illegal procedure call. I always believe in make them kick that over again if that's what they want to do.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that.
Because if you know he can't kick it deep, you're going to at least catch a low kick at the 25 at best for them. So 1st and 10 Lions, 6:16 to go here, 3rd period, leading at 34-12 at Hallford Stadium here in Clarkston. Shotgun set. We'll leave it with Beery. He's got running room across the 40 in Redan territory, across midfield, finally brought down at the 46.
Well,
give him 19 on that.
Yeah, a handful of times or less we've run it from that jet sweep from the right to the left, so towards the Redan sidelines. But great blocking again. Beery wide open, got to the 2nd level, 3rd level before he even ever got touched. Another big gain for Beery. He's had 3 great runs to start this second half, in addition to the great first half he had.
Lester chased him down, but not before he picked up a Lovett. 1st down at the Redan 46. We put Beery in motion. We'll leave it with him again. He's got blocking. He cuts back inside, stays on his feet inside the 40 down to around the 36. Where are they going to mark it? Enough for a 1st down? I think they are.
Well, back right side to the offense. Pull our left guard there. Great blocking downfield. And Beery does the rest after he got contacted about 7 yards down the field, but ends up getting an 11-yard gain.
Jaquez Williams and Lester brought him down. But a 10-yard pickup for Beery, and the Lions are in business at the Redan 36. We fake it to Beery, try and float it out to Vols, and that was probably a smart play, getting rid of that.
Yeah, I think we were trying to set up a wheel route there, and the safety valve was underneath, but that pressure was getting to Blaine quickly. Good throwaway.
Stops the clock with 5:14 to go here, third period. Good pressure that time by a host of Raiders, led primarily that time by Jalen Holmes, one of their defensive backs who came from the edge. So we'll go essentially empty backfield, but now we put the man in motion as Beery. We fake it to him, look over the middle, and oh boy, they did a great job of dropping back, trying to bracket Charlie Hogue.
Yeah, we tried to do play action there and get the linebacker to suck up on that jet sweep, but he did a good job of eye discipline, dropped back into coverage, and nearly intercepted that ball. I'll tell you what, if he doesn't make that play, though, we score a touchdown. Good read there by the linebacker.
So the incompletion stops the clock at 5:03 to go here, third period, and the Lions out of the shotgun will go two receivers right, two receivers left, and McAllister will take it, look to this far sideline, and it's caught just shy of the yard to gain at the 26. Hoke goes out of bounds at the 27. Will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, he caught that ball with his feet past the yard to gain, but the ball, when he came back, was a good call by the official there. He's about a half yard short. Lovett, no doubt, will go for this.
Might see Blaine call his own number. McAllister has two backs flanking him. It's Vols and Beery, and now we'll go with a little bit of a wing set to the left. We hand it to Beery. He's trying to get outside. He's going to pick up enough for a first down. Down inside the 20. They won't touch him. Henry Beery will take it 26 yards on 4th and 1, and the Lions will go up 40-12. Colin Goldberg, Ward, you're right. He made an outstanding block on the edge for the Lions.
Well, Beery was going to get the first down with his wheels alone, but blocking downfield, especially Colin Goldberg, you'll see the replay again. We get the edge set here, which is going to get the first down, but Colin Goldberg downfield, this third level, is just going to spring this for a touchdown. Look at that block. My goodness. Beery with just a wonderful second half already. The Lions will line up for the extra point, and it's good. So the Lions get 2 touchdowns of their own in this third quarter to answer Redan's 2 touchdowns, and it's 41-12 with 4 minutes and 47 seconds left. In your Ruth Chris scoring recap, Lions go 5 plays, 65 yards, use just a minute and 25 off the clock. Then we get into the 40-point range. We got to get our defense solved here, Richard. They're getting that little inside-outside game where they look like they're going in and then cut out, and we're getting sucked in, especially by formation, and then just good hat-on-hat blocking. Any scores of interest tonight? Not many big games,
do I have to take my hands out of my pockets now? Dead gum, y'all.
Sorry, I brought gloves.
Well, you didn't bring enough for everybody.
Of course, I had them on when it was 50 degrees.
Well, it's just down to 47. So Beery will boot this one on a line drive to Jackson, who gathers in at the 7, trying to come back across field. Now it cuts back the other way, and he's going to be brought down right around the 23-yard line. Henry Jones was there in the tackle for the Lions along with Robert Mitchell. We got some late reporting because everything we've got are second quarter scores. Shotgun set for the Raiders. Snap is bobbled by Jackson. He's going to try and make something of it, and he does as he gets up across the 30, up near the 31-yard line.
Well, that ball hit off the motion man, and then the quarterback did a great job of fielding that, and then he got outside again. Looked like we were going to have a sack there off our right side defense. He goes towards our left side defense and gets 7-8 yards.
Luke Ham was able to finally chase him down, but Jackson picked up 8. And Redan has a 2nd and 2 from their own 31. High snap again. Jackson goes up and gets it. They give it to Cole, but Stevie Bracey will have nothing to do with it. And they gave him a generous spot up to the 32 because I didn't think he gained anything, and he's slow to get up.
Well, Bracey run blitz there, and I'm with you, Richard. I thought he would at least lose a half a yard. I know there was forward momentum there, and then Bracey's pushed him back with a great form tackle, but generous spot as he actually gave him a half yard.
So 3rd and 1, Jackson may just call his own number here. 3rd and 1 from the Redan 32. Jackson does keep it himself, gets across the 35 up to about the 37, 38-yard line. Anybody who wears orange shoes is going to keep it on 3rd and 1. Carter McIntosh there for the Lions to stop Jackson, but he picks up 5, give him 6 on that. And a Redan first down, 3:13, 3:12 to go here, 3rd period. And
how about a strip fumble recovery for the Lions defense? Grab at that ball.
1st and 10 from the 38. They'll look deep, float it downfield, and Beaver will bat it away. Is that Beaver or McIntyre? That was Beaver who batted it away. They were trying to find Waters as Thaxton just floated it downfield.
Yeah, he threw that ball up into like a rainbow. I don't think anybody was going to catch that ball. Only chance was to bat it away. They'll stop the clock with 2 minutes and 53 seconds left. 3rd quarter score, 41-12. Lions lead it.
Second and 10 from the 38. Thaxton will leave it with Cole, and he's going to spin away from nobody as Wells Camerson brings him down after about a 1-yard pickup.
Well, big 3rd down for the Lions defense. They've had a tough time in the 3rd quarter here, giving up 2 touchdowns. Do we go coverage here if Redan passes, or we blitz off the edge?
You know, we haven't sent a lot of people tonight. We've gone with a basic 3-man rush. Give Beaver credit also for an assist on that tackle that time. And here comes Bracey, and we're going to chase him, and Bracey's going to drop him.
Well, Bracey got held. If we'll get a replay on that, you'll see he gets held, but he gets through that hold, and then good coverage downfield forces the quarterback for Dan to run, and Bracey's right there to get a 3rd down stop. Force a 4th down.
Yeah, give Grant Turner credit that time because he was in the backfield for Lovett, and it allowed Bracey to get off that block.
Well, you called it, Richard. Go get after him a little bit on the 3rd down pass play, and that worked there. But good coverage downfield. No alleys for get a pass off. Let's see this punt. They've had a tough time snapping the ball.
High snap for Jackson, and he gets away a low kick that Goldberg takes, tries to go across the field, and he's going to get pulled down right about the 39-yard line. I used to like the old Asa Candler way of gather it in and go straight up the field. 6-yard return for Goldberg as he was brought down by Burton, we'll call it at the 39-yard line. Oh, why didn't I bring the heater tonight?
Clock down to 5-4.
We get the playoff. We give it to Hollingsworth. He slides outside. Hollingsworth across midfield. down into Redan territory, diving inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Well, Richard, we talked about it coming into this third quarter, keys to a good second half. I don't know that we really have to pass it unless we just want to, because this running game has been so good. We've had every running play except for one go for a chunk play or a first down or better in this third quarter, and that was a perfect example of great blocking downfield and a great run by our back.
32-yard pickup for Hollingsworth. He's still on his horse. He's going to get down inside the 20 down to about the 19-yard line. He'll pick up enough for another first down.
Yeah, just good blocking on that left side by the Lions. Again, there's just no defensive player within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage when we hand off.
Jaden Hector brought him down, and we're going to run Hollingsworth again. Gets a block from Wyndham. Gets to the 10, going to finally be hog-tied and wrestled down around the 5. Looked like McDonald jumped on his back along with Allie McDaniel. They'll start the clock again right now, 45 seconds, 44 seconds to go third period. Good blocking that time by Tebow Brooks.
They got a player coming off late. Will he get off?
Nope.
No, they'll call timeout.
So timeout on the field. 32 seconds to go here, third period. Lovett leads it 41-12. Want to mention that Breakthrough Atlanta just had a great fundraiser last month. It was well attended and was fantastically successful. But Breakthrough is a summer program hosted on Lovett's campus, and it pursues a dual mission to increase academic opportunity for highly motivated, underserved students and get them into college ready to succeed, and inspire and develop the next generation of teachers and educational leaders. We hope you'll visit breakthroughatlanta.org to learn more about this one-of-a-kind program.
What's the rule on the running clock in the fourth quarter?
35.
Okay.
So first and goal lines from the 5. McAllister has 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. McAllister will take it, slide inside, spin, and back his way into the end zone for a score.
Just waiting for the official to rule it. Maybe I couldn't see him.
On the far side, he did.
I was looking down here. Yeah, good. Blaine does the keeper, the power play that we run so effectively inside the 5. And he put a jab step with his right foot and really made a defender miss and gets the Lions' 3rd touchdown of this quarter. So great job by Stevie Bracey on defense getting a stop for the Lions after Redan had scored 2 touchdowns. This will be Lovett's 3rd touchdown of the quarter.
So John Russ to hold, and Berry boots it through. Your new score, Lovett 48, Redan 12.
And your Ruth Chris scoring recap, Lions go 4 plays, cover 61 yards, use 1 minute and a second off the clock. That's 3 scoring drives here in this third quarter for the Lions. Just been huge, effective, wonderful running plays. This is a highlight reel for blocking. Richard, 4 plays, 61 yards. Blaine goes 5 yards, so really three plays, 55 yards on the ground. So nearly 20 yards a carry there until the short touchdown run by Blaine. So that drive, it was Hollingsworth doing the running, the junior running back. But prior to that, the 2 drives were Henry Beery, the senior running back, with just explosive plays. Those 2, Hollingsworth and Beery, have been outstanding all night, but especially in this third quarter. Again, those guys up front are doing the job. Wall, Tebow Brooks, Barwis, Turner.
Jackson takes it inside the 10, up across the 20, still on his feet, up across the 30 out to the 31-yard line.
A 17-yard return out to the 30.
Henry Jones brought down Jackson after a 17-yard return.
Good special teams by the Lions tonight of discipline, staying in their lanes on these kickoffs. They've really done a good job of making the returners stop and try to pick a new lane. At that point, we've got them bottled up. Can't get that momentum. Good job, Lions special teams.
So shotgun set for the Raiders. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. He'll fake it to Cole, throw it for Waters, who catches it and brought down just shy of the midfield stripe. Good play by Wade Shepard to stop Waters, because Waters is about 6'6".
Yeah, that's the second time tonight they've hit that little seam route with a high throw to a taller receiver. You see the replay here. Just gets beyond that first level of our linebacker.
And spinning across the 45 into Lovett territory down to the 43 is Leonard Cole. And he's going to pick up 8, almost 9 as we end the third quarter, leading at 48-12. We played 36. We've got 12 more to go. Shoestring tackle that time by Baird Daniel. It's time to highlight a staff member that has truly made a difference at Lovett. This week, we'd like to recognize a 9-year veteran of the maintenance team and Loyal Line Award winner, Joe Williams. As the Lovett Keymaster, Joe is responsible for almost 3,000 keys for campus buildings, equipment, and vehicles. His co-worker, Brooke Van, says Joe is always smiling and willing to go the extra mile. Thank you, Joe Williams, for your loyalty and service to Lovett. So 2nd and 1 for the Raiders, and Thaxton has trips to his right. Boy, he left early, it looked like. He's going to go deep, and he's got a man open right at the 5, and he's going to score. Perfect throw and catch to Allie McDaniel.
Wow. We did not see anyone with the arm talent of that at any point in time tonight with a pass play, but that thing was threaded the needle with bracket coverage there with the safety over the top. And, boy, that's a highlight reel for Redan, to be honest with you. My goodness. What a throw, what a catch. We had safety over the top help, but he was a little late getting there. I don't know that it would have mattered with that throw.
Here's the 2-point conversion attempt as Thaxton takes it, leaves it with Cole. He's going to stay on his feet but go down right around just shy of the goal line. So that conversion is no good. And the score remains Lovett 48, Redan 18.
Well, that's the second drive of this half where Redan has gone 70-plus yards. This time it's 70 yards in under a minute. So that was a 3-play, 70-yard drive, just 28 seconds off the clock. That time the big play came in the passing game versus the running game, and just a beautiful throw and catch there on the little post route from the nice receiver, Allie McDaniel, listed at 6'1", 160. I'm telling you, from up here, he looks bigger than that. But a perfect throw. We hadn't seen that kind of throw. We've seen kind of the lob up for grab throws, but that was just a throw into the breadbasket, and it was perfectly thrown, and a third touchdown of this second half for Redan. So it's a 48-18 lead for the Lions with 11 minutes, 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hard to put a finger on a couple of these games for the Lions defense in the second half. Maybe it's just more about the other team's execution and play, just the ability to make a play versus the Lions defense.
So Jackson approaches it slowly and a whistle goes, and let's see. Our return men are all both standing only 20 yards away from the ball, and gosh, we can't return it. We call it a fair catch.
Yeah, a little miscommunication. I think going safe there, thinking that they were going to onside kick it. When they kick it deep, we immediately called for a fair catch. So the Lions will have their worst field position of the night. See what running back we have in there, Richard. We might get a Michael Hollingsworth and Henry Beery have done such an outstanding job. We'll see if they bring in somebody else or we get a new back in there.
So John Russ steps in at quarterback for the Lions. We'll put Hollingsworth in motion, fake it to him. Russ is going to keep it, get across the 25 up near the 27-yard line. About a 6-yard pickup for John Russ.
Yeah, nice blocking on that left side. Fake the jet sweep. Russ, the keeper, had a good hole over there between guard and tackle, and Russ showed good explosiveness, good speed there to get to that second level and take on a Redan defender.
Jones brought him down, but it'll bring up 2nd and 4 as the clock moves inside the 10:40 mark here, fourth period. Lions lead it 48-18 on the road at Redan. Game 9 of the 2019 season. So we've got a bunch set right with a single setback. And Russ is just taking his time before he goes under center to let the clock bleed. So we'll take it and try and hand it off, but boy, they came slicing in there as we tried to run to Henry Jones.
Well, they sent 9 guys, I think, there, Richard. Maybe even a 10th guy. They got good penetration. We were trying to do a little delayed draw to the left, and they had 3 guys, I think, before we even handed the ball off.
Tymier Burton was there for Redan, but that play had no chance. So it's 3rd and 10 after a 9-yard, well, it was actually a 6-yard loss. We fake it to Jones. Russ tries to pick up some yardage as he's going to go down in a heap right around the 24-yard line.
Well, Russ picked up about 10 yards on his 2 runs, but the negative play there on 2nd down prevents a first down for the Lions. We'll have to line up the punt. Coach Mustang still coaching over there. Noticed a couple of things probably on that 2nd down play. Lovett content to use all of the play clock on these snaps.
So looks like Dobbs Davies going to drop deep for the Lions.
We're going to have to call a timeout.
Check that. They may be, I can't tell if it's Dobbs Davy or Spence Friedman who was dropping deep. This gives us a chance to talk about our alumni spotlight. Atlanta artist and class of 2007 alumna Virginia Jackson Carr is the focus of this week's alumni spotlight. Virginia received her Master's in Fine Arts and Photography from the Savannah College of Art and Design. Using traditional photographic processes, her work explores themes of family, memory, place, and home. Her work has been exhibited at the Atlanta Legal Aid Society, the Atlanta Photography Group, the Center for Civil and Human Rights, Savannah College of Art and Design, and the White Space Gallery. But you can view and purchase her art at the Friends of the Arts Art Show in the Lovett Gallery this week. Congratulations, Virginia. The alumni spotlight shines on you. So Jackson's deep, and boy, that high snap, we just need to gather it up or let it go out of the end zone.
Well, that was a disaster. We had to call a timeout to get the right people out there, and then the snap was nowhere close. Ball goes out of the end zones for a safety. Wow. Don't see that happen very much for the Lions on special teams.
This is not how you want to be performing in the fourth quarter after an off week.
And especially with what's looming ahead for next week, you want to be dialed in on all this. I don't care whether it's first-team special teams guys or second-team special teams guys, like you said, Richard, they've had 2 weeks to get all this stuff dialed in no matter who's out there. That was a bad snap from the get-go and no chance for us to even get a punt off on that one.
That last touchdown looms large for us.
Yeah, with the late third quarter score there by McAllister. So the Lions will have to kick off from the 20 or punt, whichever they choose, a free kick. So this might very well be good field position for Redan. Really a tale of two halves with our defense. We've given up scores here in the third and fourth quarter.
So Bear Daniel comes out with a tee to kick it away. And he will boot it deep to Jackson at the 25 across the 30, trying to come this side.
Ooh, that's got to be a flag.
He's
Yep.
going to get into Lovett territory, but it's going to come back on a flag thrown all the way back at the 30. It'll move it probably back to about the 23-yard line, 22-yard line. Alan Pope was the one who was blocked in the back for the Lions.
Yeah, that was a clear block in the back. Actually, really didn't need to do it because the speed of the returner was going to get to the edge easily, but that was almost the crackback. That could have been the 15-yard defenseless player crackback one, but I think they'll just get a block in the back 10-yarder, but that's a big one because that was a good return. From the 32 to the 22, just like you said, Richard. Or no, maybe that is the 15-yarder. So that's back to the 17.
It is.
Yeah, I think that's the right call, given the rules of today.
To the 17-yard line, they'll have it first and 10.
So Redan from their own 17, Thaxton will toss it wide to Jackson, trying to throw it back this side, and that pass is going to fall incomplete. They were trying to find Leonard Cole.
Yeah, the first trick play they've really tried, but that had no chance. We had good coverage, and that was a long way to try to throw the ball from all the way towards the Lovett sideline, maybe even to the numbers, or just past the hash, close to the numbers, and throw all the way back over here to the Redan sideline.
So 2nd and 10, Redan from their own 17. Clock stopped at 7:11 here in this fourth period. He'll leave it with Cole, try and spin away, and he's going to get dropped right about the 19-yard line. Good tackle that time by Luke Graham.
Up to the 21-yard line. A gain of 4. Becomes 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8 Raiders, and they'll have Hector in at quarterback now, and Hector's going to look, throw it underneath, and Wyndham was right there step for step with Waters. So it'll bring up 4th and 8, and let's see what the Raiders decide to do.
Well, they kind of got away from what was working for them there in the third quarter with the runs. They tried to trick play on the first down, no chance of that, and then a running play for minimal gain, and now a poorly thrown ball on an incompletion on 3rd down. They look like they'll go for it here, though.
So trips to the right, and Redan will leave it with Cole, and he's going to get swallowed up and dropped. Frank Lummis was there.
Yeah, Frank Lummis, what a good read. Good job by the senior defensive lineman there, because they were just going to go back to the run there on 4th and 8, but they got nothing there.
Yeah, Lummis was there, and Luke Graham helped finish him off, and the Lions get great field position at the Redan 18. Let's see if we can put some points on the board here.
Clock's moving with the running clock here. I agree with you, Richard. Would love to see this second unit with taking over in the red zone. Get a score, get a touchdown.
We need to break the huddle because there's 11 seconds, 10 seconds, 9 seconds. on the play clock. Russ quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Goes under center. He's going to take it, hand it off, down inside the 15, down in the 13-yard line. That was Luke Ham that time.
Yeah, Ham with a good juke there. Get some extra yards. He put Redan defender on his backside.
Hector brought him down, but not before he picked up 5. As the clock continues to move, 4:35, 4:34 to go here.
Play clock hadn't even started yet.
In this second half.
There it goes. That'll give us an extra few seconds. Well, good blocking on the left side that time. A good hole with the fullback leading the play there into the guard tackle gap. A good gain for.
I'll be shocked if we snap it in outside the 4-minute mark. 4:09, 4:08, 4:07 to go. John Russ still looking to the sideline, has plenty of time to snap it. He'll take it, hand it off, down inside, and brought down after about a 2-yard pickup was Henry Stimmel. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Ali McDaniel brought him down, but we'll call it 3rd and 2. We've got to get the yard to gain is the 9.
Yeah, sophomore Henry Stimmel there. Nice gain off the right side. Nearly broke that for a first down. The band has silenced themselves.
Play clock at 13, 12, 11. Game clock at 3:15. John Russ with an empty backfield. Puts a man in motion, and that high snap cost him because they came off the edge.
Yeah, the timing of that was just destroyed. They did a run blitz again with 2 coming off the left side, 1 off the right side, but they had the high snap just messed the fake up, the timing of the play up, and I don't know that it was going anywhere anyway.
Taylor brought him down, but that 3-yard, almost 4-yard loss back just inside the 15 will make it 4th and 6. Do we dare throw it here? Maybe a screen?
I think you go back to the fullback and just the straight eye off the left side. Again, 10 seconds, 9 seconds on the play clock.
2:20 on the game clock. Bunch set right. And Russ takes it, tries to run it with Stimmel. He's going to be pulled down inside the 15, around the 14 is Henry Stimmel, and the Lions will turn it over on downs, and Redan will take over at their own 14-yard line as the clock continues to run. Well, now they've stopped. Now they started it back because of that 28-point mark.
Hey, guys, don't forget, next week, just a reminder, we'll be on the Riverbank next week for Senior Night Showdown with Westminster. Game kicks off at 7:30. Be sure to come out early, get you a Senior Night festive going, and let's get a win over there on the Riverbank against the Wildcats of Westminster.
They tossed it wide to Cole running to his left, and he picks up 10, but he was pulled down by Andrew Melford right at the 21-yard line. It won't be enough for only 7-yard pickup. You want to sell me those gloves for the rest of the game? I mean, it's just 51 seconds to go.
I tell you, these early season cold games get me more so than when we're, it's the playoffs and it's, December.
Yes. Shotgun set. Thaxton's going to take it, roll, try and get outside to his right, but he's going to get brought down, and they may do it. I don't know if they're going to get a chance to snap it again.
Yeah, it's probably going to. They call timeout. Redan calls a timeout. Okay.
Jamie Jones was in on the tackle for the Lions that time, along with Edward Deloge.
Yeah.
Also back there was Frank Lummis.
Nice. Frank again.
And Redan will call a timeout with 16 seconds to go. This is going to be one of those pack 'em and zip 'em nights. I want to shut everything down as fast as we possibly can.
Well, we can recap right now with this timeout. I'll tell you, Richard, tale of two halves. Lovett offense really clicking all night long, no matter which unit we had in there, especially in the running game, as Michael Hollingsworth and Henry Beery are going to have outstanding statistics all night long. But really in the third quarter just basically showed up and said we're going to run the ball. A little bit of maybe something to look at film to see what we were doing on defense, where we yielded 3 scores there in the third quarter. But the Lions offense all night long doing what they want, and really only a couple stops here late in the fourth quarter with the second unit out there.
So 16 clicks left, and Redan will try and roll wide and just getting to be ridden out of bounds on that far sideline is Antoine Hector, and that will do it for game 9 as the Lions will move to 7-2 on this season. Credit Andrew Melford for chasing Hector out of bounds, and we'll go to 7-2 on the 2009 season and have a big one next week on the Riverbank.
Yeah, let's give thanks to our sponsors. Couldn't do it without them. Ruth Chris Steakhouse, Center State Bank, Atlantic Grill, Melwood Springs Natural Spring Water, Play It Again Sports, Buckhead, Concord Pharmacy, and your Metro Atlanta YMCA. A big win here for the Lions. It was homecoming for Redan, but the Lions stuck it to them in that first half, went out to a commanding 27-0 lead, and offense didn't disappoint in the second half. We gave up a couple of touchdowns here, but again, Lions take care of business, win it 48-20, and we look forward. Once again, let's get you out there for next week, senior night against Westminster. It's going to be huge. It's going to be for season seeds in the playoff seeding. It's going to be we win, we'll get
host.
We'll get a chance to host, and you don't need any other reason to come out there other than it's Westminster Lovett, and it's game 10.
So there's a happy bunch of Lions as they, we said, move to 7-2 on this season. Thanks, Ward. I guess I'll
Richard, I'm so glad to have you back. You look great. You look better than you did.
I know.
It's hard to believe,
amazing?
but some people just get better with time.
Yeah, exactly. All right, man. See you next week.
Lovett Football is brought to you by the Lovett Linebackers, Roots Chris Steakhouse, the steak dinner done right, Center State Bank, bank smart, bank local, Melwood Springs Natural Spring Water, Atlantic Grill, your neighborhood grill, Play It Again Sports Buckhead, your neighborhood sporting goods store, Concord Pharmacy, when you have your health, you have everything. The Metro Atlanta YMCA, here for Atlanta, here for good. And by ESC Networks.